Any questions? Girls and boys?
Yeah, where did we get the money?
Right down the toilet?
You said that he was basically yourself. Which one of you got
Well, me actually, you see, yeah. See, Bancroft and Decker is B&D, Baron David, that's what it's me, yeah. Yeah, I was the one who died.
Although we never really made up our minds at all. It was done down to the scriptwriter who died. We didn't dictate to Roy Clark at any time who should die or who shouldn't. We didn't think either of them should, but somebody had to, you know, to make the plot as real as can be.
It's never implied that
It's leukemia. Yeah. And apparently, unless anyone can correct me, I believe everything in the film is as close to the real thing as humanly possible. Yeah. And because we checked on the medical side of everything, we showed the things that happen to you. And we also met a person, believe it or not, in after the showing in Pinewood, the special showing for the press. The press said, one person in the press said, how is this like real life? I don't accept that this kind of story could be real or that could happen to anybody. And some of the press agreed with that. Us and Timothy Dalton, sitting at the time on the podium, all said, no, it could happen, and that's the end of that. Well, the press left the room, and there was one guy in the audience who came over to us and told me and David very quietly that his brother had passed away recently, and he had taken him to Amsterdam at the time of his life before he died. And even his wife agreed with it, that he should get as much out of life as possible before he actually went. And it was the same illness, and it was the same exact circumstances, so the press were wrong. But had he admitted it to the press would have thought he was a plant. So, but that's a true story.
Was the reaction in England at the premiere the same as when it was showed here?
Yes, but at this point we're not really sure how good the business is, you know. I mean, it's very difficult to get a deal in this country. We still haven't got a deal in this country. We're very close to having a deal with Paramount, and but you know what that means. You know, close to having a deal with anybody is you could be 10 miles away. So.
Did you like the Dutch bits, Fred?
Sure, I feel at home at one time.
Did you recognise any of the girls?
Just let's show some of the nice parts of Amsterdam.
Let's watch some of the nice parts. We went to all the research. We know exactly what we're talking about.
The Rembrandt Museum or museum.
I know.
No, they were done by Steve Lang, who has a particularly good idea for the type of people that we were looking for, and we also had Roy Clark's screenplay to go by it. And Roy Clark created the lanky girl, the tall girl, in his mind, and the two sisters. So it was a matter of finding somebody that was tall and lanky that hadn't been seen too much, and I think that was the important thing. But as it happens, believe it or not, both those girls are Shakespearean actresses. They're not taken from places where they haven't acted before. They were both actually experts, and it just shows you how good those people can be.
Sure. And Timothy Dalton, I see, he did a great job, considering he's James Bond, you know, and I think
It shows a different side to his acting.
yeah, you know, first time he's really kind of done kind of comedy, I think.
Yes, yes.
I have a sound